What is up, guys? My name of course is Carlo, and welcome yet to another video. And today I'll be talking about my expectations for the Red Hydrogen 1 mobile phone, or mobile device shall I say. This has come as a bit of a big shock. As we all know, Red makes cinema cameras, very high quality cinema cameras. They're the best in their field for the best lenses, lens mount shall I say, and best quality of camera in general. So I went on the website today because I was very interested in ordering one, or pre-ordering one. I do know they come out in 2018. As you guys know, I live out in the UK, and for some reason there's no way or no orders for this being done in the UK. It looks like it's United States only, so that is a bit of a bummer. So I will be pre-ordering one of these bad boys, because I'm very interested to see what sort of comes out of this and what it's all about. I've been trying to put together my own conclusion of what I think this device is going to be and what we can expect from this device. So let's go from the first point. So as we all know, it's a holographic smartphone, which obviously is going to have that sort of depth of field within the screen. So as you move it, it's going to be sort of like a 3D looking screen. This is my own assumptions, this is what I'm thinking, but it's a smartphone that's going to have a very, very high quality camera built in. Now a lot of people sort of looking and thinking, why has Red done this? Why has Red releasing a smartphone? They're camera people. Well, if you look at the history or over history of time, and you think back to the amount of mobile phone reviews you've seen purely on YouTube alone, they're not tested based on performance. These reviews that people generate for mobile phones, it always boils down to the camera. I don't know why, but the first thing a person does when they get a new iPhone 7 or a new Galaxy S8, so on and so on, what's the camera like? What's the quality of the camera? And I think people sort of read into that, and especially Red have read into that, excuse the pun, and they thought, well, why can't we create a phone with a camera like no other? Now, I have got my concerns about this camera. Cost wise, I do know that the unit that I want to order is about £1,600. It's $1,600. I don't know what the price is going to be in the UK yet, because I've been on the Red website and I've scoured through it, and I've been trying to figure out or find out whether this device is coming to the UK or it's just a US device. Now, if it does come to the UK, then obviously I will pre-order one. I did start pre-ordering one, but then I realised it's US only. So if it does come to the UK, I will be pre-ordering one, and we will be getting one here at Film It VFX Studios for us to unbox and delve into. Now, my prior concern is obviously this is Red, and they like to charge the earth, even though their products are worth every penny. We can't step away from the fact that their products are very, very expensive. So looking at this picture here, we can see this picture of the Red one, and this is the picture that's floating around the internet at the moment. It's floating around everywhere. Some tech YouTubers out there have actually shown this picture as well, and as we can see by the pins up the top here, this camera is fully modular, exactly the same as a Red brain, shall I say, the brain of a Red camera. So I think this part here, which has got like the camera sensor, is either going to be a full-fledged camera, or this is just a sensor by itself. Exactly, if you was to buy the brain of the Red camera, you would add your own lenses, you would add your own bits and pieces, field monitors, so on and so on. Now, I have managed to find some concept art or some patterns to this device, which I'm going to put on the screen now for you to see. And as you can see, this is sort of a rough idea of what the Red one could look like once it's all built up with a hand grip, lens, so on and so on. So obviously, like I've just said, this camera is going to be fully modular. You can see that by the pins on the top. They're exactly the same sort of pins that the Red camera brain has on it anyway. So I think where this is going to cost is in the adaptation of this camera. If you look here on this Red mount and you look at the bottom, I will put the pictures on the screen for you. You can see the lens sensor there, or the module connections. I think it's going to be sort of around that sort of scenario for this phone and for this camera device, being able to sort of modulate it and build it up with different lens mounts, different sort of lenses, different sort of handle grips, which you'll end up building up, so on and so on, over the space of how long ever you take, to give you a fully fledged Red camera. Now obviously this is going to be a high quality camera. We don't know what it's going to shoot in, whether it's going to shoot in 4K, 4.6K, 5K, so on and so on. Obviously battery is going to be built into the device, so it's a case of, are they going to release a secondary battery for it? I mean, by the time you build this phone up, is it worth getting this or getting a Red camera in general? This is a question we need to ask. So that is sort of like my feedback and my thoughts on this device. Yes, obviously we know it's fully modular, but it's the cost of how much it's going to cost to modulate this thing and get it up to standard. And do we really want a mobile device as a main cinema camera? It's a very, very exciting idea, I won't lie to you. I am very, very interested in it. It looks absolutely amazing, the concept art, but obviously it's a case of, as details emerge, it's going to be a case of whether it's going to make my mind up for me, and how much it's going to cost, because Red are keeping it very, very hush-hush at the moment. They're not telling you too much about the adaptations of the phone. They're not telling you what sort of lenses you can put on it, what sort of sensor it's got, what quality it sort of shoots in, because I think in general that you will be able to adapt this phone to shoot certain quality and certain style of resolution, shall I say. So that's my thought on it. Pop a message in the description below if you've got any ideas. I've got my ideas, like I've just explained, on what this device is going to be all about. Very, very pumped about it. Very excited to see what Red pull out the hat. Obviously Red being a very reputable and respected company within the sort of cinematography, shall I say, world. I don't think they're going to make a mistake with this. I hope they don't make a mistake with this, and I hope that this becomes a good product, and it's not as expensive as the Red cameras in general, because they are blooming expensive. So yes, that is my thoughts on the matter. If you have liked this video, smash that like button, that would be appreciated. I will try my best to pre-order one of these devices for next year, so we can get one here at Filmic VFX Studios, so we can have a more detailed look at it. But then again, it all depends on what the modules cost and what the add-ons cost for it, because like I've just said, Red are pretty goddamn expensive, and if it's anything to go by the time you kit this out, this is probably going to cost the best part of £6,000, £7,000, £8,000, probably, knowing them. So as always guys, thanks for listening, smash that like button, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao ciao guys.